Welcome back to Acer's TeamStory Cup and to what will be our third game.
We do not know yet who Millennium is going to send, but I think it's really time to bring out 4GG right now.
I think it's a really good chance that we'll see the Korean Terran player representing it here pretty soon. Worth noting that these games are being played on the Europe server.
And they might actually play Daishi as well, because Daishi has been doing really good.
They also have Todd ringing.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised to see Todd either. I'm not sure how Johan feels about PvP in Heart of the Swarm right now. I think in general he's always been quite good in Mirror, but we'll see. I do not think like after vPro already took out Feast, it makes sense to send another Protoss. Not because I don't think Todd can win, because I definitely think he can. But yeah, I don't know. But isn't 4GG in Europe, man? As far as I know, he's been in Europe for quite a while. That's why he went to the ESET Masters and stuff as well.
Oh, that I do not know.
Because I think he's living in the Millennium team house, if that's still up and running.
If that is the case, then that is...
he's always like rank 1 Europe as well. Why would he ever ladder on Europe if he's in Korea?
Just to prove that he can, man.
There are people who do that. Just prove a point. Kind of funny. One of the Spanish cats said like, "Oh, vPro, the Spanish stream loves you." And then vPro said, "Well, I'm cute, so it's not very hard."
I think you're right. It says that he is living in the Millennium House right now, so that suddenly makes a lot more sense. So he wouldn't be dealing with the latency. So chat's starting to worry for your hair a little bit, Kev.
I'm not worried. As long as 4GG and Johan Mello are alive. Now, I'm actually quite worried right now. This is terrible for Millennium, losing 2 players already. Certainly, like Ghosty User, I think was a really important peon in this clan war. He's definitely a player that's capable of defeating guys like Vortex and Lucifron, even though those are close matches. Right now, being 2-0 down, and vPro actually being the one getting all the points. Yeah, that kind of scares me.
I hope we get to see some Lucy. I really do.
Do you really want me to shave my hair? Like, what if it's like absolutely awful? What if I look like super ugly?
Well, how does that affect me?
Because you're the one who like brings it up on cast suddenly.
Well, you brought it up first.
No, I just mentioned the
I didn't even mention my hair. You started it all.
No, the people at home started it. They said you were a wannabe Calder.
Well, who wouldn't want to be Caldor? He's the most handsome German that I've ever seen.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so. I think so.
I mean, I'm thinking of like super handsome Germans right now. And now
there's not that many. That's the thing. No offense, Germany.
And I was like, yes, Calder might actually be on top of the rank. Then again, I think that Take looks really cool too.
It Take's a really cool.
But it's a really big difference between like
guy.
Take and Calder, because Take is so small. And Take is actually quite buff though. Like for being as small as he is, he's pretty buff.
He does quite a bit of lifting. He's got the whole home gym set up.
All right, it seems like 4GG will be the next player right now for Millennium. So I'm curious to see how many points he is going to score. I do think they're going to send Daishi later on as well. As I said, Daishi has done so well in the qualifiers for the Acer TeamStory Cup. So he might actually be a very strong force to be reckoned with as well.
Man, if 4GG loses to vPro, that's bad news, man.
That would be really bad. Then we might as well just do it on set. Just get it over with.
If that happens, we'll send one of the production guys to go pick up some shears, and
it would not be a big deal.
I think you'd look really good with a shear. I think you'd look super cool.
My hair would be back like within 2 weeks, at least like.
Well, forget about that. I just think it would be a fitting look for you because like you're trimming up, you're getting stronger, you're sporting the new tat, you've taken out the piercing. I think it would be a good look.
Yes, it's like the next step in the Rotty evolution.
Yeah, and certainly if you're talking about this motorcycle thing.
Yeah, but like where does it all end, man? Like you're pretending like it's just going up, but then there has to be a downfall.
There has to be a crash somewhere.
Yeah. And then it all goes wrong. I start doing crystal meth and stuff. It's like no.
No, I think all that comes after the motorcycle. But you're talking about getting the bike.
Yes.
And I think there's nothing cooler than like you take off your helmet, you got that the shaved bald head, you just look like a bad dude. You're just like you're ready for some trouble. Somebody messes with your girl and you like beat him with your helmet, and then you speed away doing a wheelie.
Yes, in a perfect world. That's something.
That's the next evolution of RotterdaM. That's what's happening.
And then go home and get ladder points.
That's right. You go home, you win 100 games in a row. You're rank 1 grandmaster. You get invited to GSL Code S. You beat Life in the finals.
Life would be really good then. Like, imagine like if you ever think about like how perfect could Life possibly be. It would probably be like being a total badass, driving around on a motorcycle, being rank 1 ladder, and then going to Korea to win Jiu-Jitsu.
Then you get recognized by your country as being an emissary to foreign countries. G-Star sponsors you. They give you a whole new wardrobe.
I get a statue on Rotterdam City Square.
You become an honorary member of your football team, Finite. And they bring you out on the field
Skybox for life.
To actually start. You're wearing the jersey. You're on the field. You actually start the kickoff. You don't get to play the whole game because, let's face it, you're not as good as Pella. But you do get to start the game. They bring you off. You sit on the bench with the team for the rest of the day. You become mayor of Rotterdam.
You just like made my life useless, man. Because my life will never be that good. It will never be that fun. What will be fun is VPro versus Millennium 4G, which is about to start on Cloud Kingdom. It's really time that Millennium is starting to get some points. Then again, the good thing is as well, you can always revive someone. So if 4GG would eventually lose, we can always revive him.
You could see 4GG twice. You're exactly right. The bad news for Millennium is they could also revive VPro if he does ever end up losing.
VPro has been doing so well today.
Yeah.
I also like big shout out as well because like if you have a clan war like this, guys, if you have the all kill format, being sent out first is always tough because you do not get to choose your opponents and you do not know who you play in advance either. So big shout out to VPro for not winning only the first but the second one as well. Because at the end of the day, man, if everyone on your team wins their first match, you will always win every clan war. That's how it boils down to. But the guy who goes out first, he has the toughest challenge. So far, mad props to VPro.
He has done his job and then some. Cloud Kingdom is our next map. 4GG versus VPro. I'm so confused about this VPro-Vipro thing. It keeps changing. Like
I know. And Caront as well. It's like Caronti, I believe. It's Caronti. The Spanish team. Caronti.
I always thought it was Caront 3D.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, but there's really no D. In my mind it was Caront 3D as well, but then I looked at it. Yeah,
there's not a D?
No, it's just a Caront and then like the E is a 3, but it's like basically Caronti.
Oh wow, I feel like such a noob now.
Yeah, I used to think it was Caront 3D as well. I have no idea why. It's like sometimes you just like to add a D to a word, I guess.
I guess.
Some people just really want the D, man.
Caront wants the D.
Anyways, 4GG is of course our Korean Terran spawning on the right top side of Cloud Kingdom. And Vipro is a Swedish Protoss rocking a... Man, a Swedish Protoss on a Spanish team is also like an unusual combination. It's not something that you would normally see coming.
I want like a foreign team
you
league.
Want the D?
No. A team league for these foreign, like an offline team, because I would like to see like these teams walking in, and I imagine Caronti walking in with like a bull, because it's this is kind of like a Spanish symbol, and they could have VPro like riding on the bull.
No, I would see like more like the bull is like hanging around Zokka's shoulder. Zokka's just carrying in the bull.
Zokka walks in just carrying it like a boombox on his shoulder.
Like a boombox. That's what I imagine. See a proxy pylon going down, man. So we might actually see some proxy Stargate action here from VPro, who took or Vipro, who took both as simulators relatively early in this game. So that's only what I can imagine right now. I'd be very surprised if we would have a proxy a row, but that seems highly unlikely. So it has to be Stargate. Yes, no, maybe. Man, it would be terrible for Millennium if they lose this match as well. I'm curious to see if 4GG is going to scout this. I mean, right now with the SCV, what is he going to scout? He's going to take a look at his base.
And he sees nothing.
So far nothing. Doesn't even see the gateway. But most importantly, even when he's going to see this, he's only going to see a single pylon. So he has to know, no? Well, was that actually like... Wow, that's a super quick proxy, by the way. He proxied his second pylon. Often you see people proxy their third pylon.
This is some old school Roddy build, man.
I mean, now he has to know. Like, all he sees is this. He doesn't see a second pylon. He doesn't see a third pylon. He has to know there is a proxy. He's getting a factory right now. I can only imagine he's going to get a...
Couple Widow Mines?
A couple Widow Mines as well. Man, that first Oracle is going to arrive so quickly. It might be a Void right now. It's going to be an Oracle. He's really going to need some more units, man. I guess 6 Marines is enough. I think it's between 4 and 6.
I'm actually just kind of on the edge of my seat waiting to see how this plays out, man. Oracle is going to be finishing up in just a couple of seconds, and the factory's still not complete. There's no chance of a Widow Mine being out. I don't think those are enough Marines to kill an Oracle.
We have just 4 Marines right now.
It's kind of close.
He's going to have 5 now. 5 is definitely enough, but how many SUVs is he going to lose? Actually, not all that many. Really good reaction.
Bad control on the Oracle. No, he's just going to sit there and fight the Marines. Oh my God, the Oracle is so strong. It is going to have to get out of here. It's now out of energy. Widowmine is on the way. Second Oracle about to pop. Only 2 workers killed. So 4GG initially, Stalker at the front. That's pretty annoying.
Yep, certainly because there's no bunker. Imagine if those were 2 or 3 Stalkers. Yeah, here comes the new Oracle, but there is a Widowmine out on the map. Is it burrowed already? No, it's actually not ready yet. It's going to be ready within a few seconds.
Oh, but more Marines are going to go down. That Stalker is still at the front, and 4GG might be in some trouble. Widowmine is there. Well, does vPro see the Widowmine? He has to.
Yeah, I think he saw it, Burrow. I think he's actually fine, Ben. As it is, yes, he's been losing quite a few SCVs. Actually, he only lost 4.
Yeah, he's done a good job minimizing the worker losses. The thing that worries me is that he's just got no units.
But I think it's fine. He has Widowmines, and it's on. Well, there is might be Envision in the near future, but I doubt this is gonna look at his SCV. He's like, all right, guys, I got this. Behind enemy lines.
He's gonna disassemble that pylon. Stalker does show up to
I think 4GG is fine, Ben. Yes, he took some damage. He's down 8 probes, but he has double orbital. As soon as he has 2-3 Widowmines, he has a Widowmine here now as well. I think he's more than fine.
Widowmines do get one shot, and or Oracles do get one shot by Widowmines. What's going on there?
Stalker died as well. So I really think that 4GG is in pretty good shape right now, actually.
Yeah, a couple of Oracles are going to continue trying to do some harass. Widowmine will burrow, and I think you're right. 4GG should be okay at this point. 30 supply to 38. vPro slightly ahead, but does not have his expansion up. That Nexus is still building.
Good defense by 4GG. I mean, that could have gone a whole lot worse than it actually did. Didn't really end up losing a lot of SCVs. Often you think like, do I really need to pull my workers? I will lose all this mining time. Maybe it's better to just wait for those 2-3 Marines to run in and take care of the Oracle. But 9 out of 10 times it is really better. It's the better choice to just pull the units away immediately, because God, if Oracles have free reign over a mineral line, before you know it, it's 6, 7, 8, 9 SCVs in a matter of seconds.
How many Widowmines does it take to kill a Void Ray?
Void Ray?
Yeah.
2. Do
you think it would have been better for him to build Void Rays in this situation?
But then it's a whole different ballgame. Then it's just like a standard Void Ray all in at the front trying to boss it. But yeah, considering the fact that 4GG didn't build a bunker for a very long time, Void Ray could have been very good. But I mean, it's a super different scenario. You cannot compare it at all.
Well, we will see as it stands. 49 supply to 49 supply. 4GG still hasn't been able to move out and take his natural, and it's not going to be that easy with those Oracles out. They're going to kill Marines very, very quickly. How would you follow this up if you're in vPro's position? Gateway all in?
No, I wouldn't go all in at all. He's just going to throw us into a very long game. First of all, I would get out a lot of observers out on the map. He's actually going to drop the robo base, so he's going to open up with Colossus. Not something that all the Protoss players do, but definitely nothing wrong with that, because he knows that eventually there's this moment where there's going to be Stimp Marines out on the map, and he's going to need something to deal with it. I really hope. Does he know about this? No. How many gateway units do we have on the map? Just 2 sentries right now. Observer does scout it. He's going to bring back the Oracles immediately. There's no stim yet, so this drop is a little bit annoying, but not all that scary. There's Mothership Core as well, so with Purify, he should be more than fine.
And intelligently pulling his probes. Leaves a couple probes.
You don't want to lose the
harvesting gas. And will chase this away. So good job by vPro minimizing the damage taken. 4GG will continue to stick around and do a little bit of harass with this medevac. He's going to get a couple more worker kills.
Here come the Oracles. I think he activated the pulsar beam on all Oracles. So he's losing, or at least on 1 or 2.
Why can't I shoot air?
He used Envision as well. I think he was worried about Widowmines being dropped, but fortunately for vPro it was just Marines with no stim, so not all that intimidating. What 4GG did do, of course, is pull everything out of position and buy some crucial time for himself. But there is not really timing behind this 4GG. Like, he doesn't have stim, he doesn't have combat shields,
no upgrades. No, only now landing his command center. So 4GG is not way ahead. I would say, if anything, it's just an even game.
I think if anything, vPro's ahead actually. He's 12 workers up. That's really a reasonable amount. I do not think that the first timing is going to be that hard to deal with, because it's going to take at least full, 100 seconds more. So by the time the Protoss player can just get 2-3 Colossus out, I would really love to see him get like a cannon or 2 as well on both bases, just to be safe. As long as he's building probes, he will be more than fine with doing so. Because certainly if you go Colossus, it can be hard to split up your army properly. I think it's a little bit easier when you go mass gateways, because then you have more units. With Colossus, of course, they're very expensive units, so that also means you have less units out on the map. And it can be harder to split up your units properly against drop play. Purify!
Oh, wow, that medevac is so low, but does not go down. There are no units out on the map to catch it. We see 4GG finally going to go shut down this Stargate, using Fuser's favorite spell.
Yep, revelation.
Eats the map hack.
Eats map hack. As soon as Protoss players know how to use the map hack, they never lose.
Fuser will be on a show today with Roddy later on today.
Yep, we are actually going to talk quite a bit about PvT because Fuser right now is rank 1 in North America Grandmaster League, or actually might be rank 2 or 3 right now, but he was rank 1 last night and he has an insane win record against Protoss. So I would love to hear what he has to say about the matchup. We're going to review a couple of his replays, go over it. I want to show him my build as well, see what he thinks about it, see where he's weak. And at the end of the episode, Fuser and me will play a game against each other as well. So hopefully you guys will check that out. We'll start 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 2 a.m. Central European time.
Is there a Colossus out?
Yes, at least one.
There is a single Colossus.
Ah, he didn't really go for the full Colossus. So now I really think, Ben, he needed cannons more than ever because he's going to go High Templars immediately after one Colossus. Hey, these Marines have a skin or no? These Marines kind of look like they come straight out of a squad movie, man.
They got a special shield, man. They get rocking the riot shield. How cool would it be if you could kind of customize the logo and stuff on your shield?
Yeah. How cool would it be if you could have like Caldor as a Marine?
He doesn't even have armor. It's just like a bald German Caldor, and he's not. He's wearing like just like a Speedo or something. He's just like shirtless, holding a machine gun. I think that sounds awesome.
I like what Vipro has been doing, by the way, that he keeps building probes. Some people might say like, 58 probes in 2 bays, that seems like a lot. But no, that's fine, guys, because he just was building a lot of probes already. He doesn't want to engage it. This is really not a moment where he wants to move out at all. He doesn't have Storm as far as I know. He does have Purify, so we'll be fine for now. Gonna perhaps try to land
force fields. Oh, actually botched those force fields. Doesn't catch anything. 137 supplied, 131. Very close game.
Oh,
whoa, careful with your oracles.
Archon is going to soak up those shots. Oh, actually, Widowmine dealing quite a bit of damage on his own units.
And Envision goes down on the whole army. The Oracle's doing a great job of dealing some damage and thinning out that Terran. Again, the force fields aren't quite what they need to be.
It's really hard to drop good force fields, though, when a Terran player is running away from you. The good thing is, though, Vipro is going up to 3 bases, Ben. I do not believe that 4GG even has a 3rd command center, so the longer this goes, the better it is for the Swedish Protoss. And I really starting to feel that he gets close to that point of stabilizing. I actually think he's in fantastic position right now.
Widowmine does go down. This Colossus might fall as well, but the army
gets a little bit more scary because there's not that much DPS actually in the army of the Swedish Protoss right now.
Oh, he might be overextending, pushing all the way down to the bottom of that ramp. Archons will fall. Immortal's going to fall as well. Zealot's stuck in the back. Vipro, what are you doing, man? Finally, he is going to back off. It's 100 supply to about 120 supply. 4GG's advantage.
Army supply is so close right now. It's way too close. Big Zealot warp in there, though. Do we still have a Purifier or maybe a Time Warp? But the army is so low in HP. I think these Zealots might actually be enough.
Time Warp would be great right now. It's not going to go down. Vipro choosing. He's going to lose the Mothership Core.
I think he's oh, that's a weird Time Warp. Man, this is really everything or nothing for GG right now. Yes, he's still up 20 army supply, but if he loses all these Marines and Marauders, he does not have any economy behind this. He's dropping the command center right now as we speak. But he's going to need to make something happen, Ben. If he just lets Vipro macro up from this point, Vipro is going to crush him in a minute or 3. Because the upgrades will be much better for our Protoss player. He's going to have Storm. There's absolutely no money
did he start
for
Storm?
I do not think that he started it.
I don't think he did either, no so
but
he's
I mean
only making Archons at this point.
Yeah, but if 4GG would give him the time to do it, then it will
definitely.
be. Force field! He had one Sentry. Okay, Sentry got picked up immediately. But there are so many Zealots. He's doing this really well. It doesn't matter if 4GG micros his heart out. Vipro is making excellent trades right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Running 4GG all the way back to the center of the map, and Vipro continues to look strong.
At the income, Ben.
30 workers up. Oh my God, 78 to 50. That's incredible.
700 minerals against 2,000 minerals a minute. Now he's even going back 2 Colossus again. It's time to research Storm as well, buddy. You can definitely afford it. He bought the time he needed. Now he gets cannons as well, just to be safe. He knows he's in fantastic position. Only like extremely good drop play could perhaps somehow change tides. Wow, what a game, man. And what a performance so far by Swedish Protoss.
That's pretty sick, man. Vipro really showing that he's a seriously strong European Protoss.
And not a Swedish Protoss as well. Like God, if we didn't have enough already with Naniwa and Sasa. And of course, Starnon is really good too, in my opinion. I think they have one more.
4GG looks like he's going to go for the Doom drop here. It's perhaps a sign of frustration, loading up 4 full medevacs. That is a big play.
Oh, Probe does not see it. Almost got it though. I took
it's going to do major damage, man. The army of Vipro is way out of position.
I would love to see some defensive High Templars as well.
Feedback would be awesome. Instead, this could end up just turning into a weird sort of a race.
The Zealous running into this little army of 4GG.
Nothing to see here, guys.
This actually could turn out a little bit ugly for Viper. I don't like this army in a base raid scenario. It's a very immobile army. It's a very bad army in that regard.
No,
How many
he's going to
Colossus
take big damage. I think he loses his main here.
Big Zealot warp in, almost at the right time. I actually think, where is he going to drop? Okay. Curious to see how this unfolds. He's still gonna rampage the natural as well. Well, this is really sick. I do not think this is something you want to engage in, but how's the drop doing? Oh my god, I think he's kind of falling apart right now.
The drop is phenomenal. Perfect position. Building placement really working against him. Another fight here in the natural expansion. Marines and Marauders shredding this Protoss army. 4GG trying to bring it back. Immortals in the back hammering away. There is a Colossus. The Colossus is probably going to turn this fight. Going to get focus fire down, but it dealt a ton of damage in the meantime. vPro still up 20 supply, loses the main Nexus, and is losing a lot of valuable infrastructure. 4GG tries to hold right now. 110 supply to just 90. Very close game. Could still go any way.
10 SCVs right now against 70 probes. Army supply, massive advantage for 4GG. Do we still have the Templar Archives? Did he ever get Storm?
Still
never
no
got
Storm, and he's going to lose his Colossus range. He's going to lose the robotics bay. He could lose valuable upgrades as well.
Wow, I think that 4GG just dodged a couple of bullets, man, and he's somehow going to be able to turn this around. Did you see that position of the Marine Marauder over here on the ramp? Twice he had extremely good position. It really kind of reminded me of Sparta, where you have this small bio squad just taking out this massive Protoss army. Oh, there's still so much money for vPro. If he would have had Storm, man, he could have had 6-7 High Templars right now. He would storm everything. Do we still have a mothership core? Nope,
no, he's got nothing. He's got no army. He's trying to build cannons, but that is not going to hold up. 4GG was dead.
Wow, he escaped.
But he somehow pulls it off, and that's why he makes the big bucks, Kev. 4GG holds it down.
How do you say, what is a nice analogy for that, or a nice saying when someone dodges a bullet, but then in a cooler regard? He went to hell and back, and somehow came out victorious. Because God, 4GG was in terrible shape this game. On this one point where vipro was on 3 base and he kind of stabilized and he pushed him back, I really thought it was his to lose. It
was his to lose, and I really wonder if the major mistake was vPro trying to push across the map.
Yeah, there was no need for him to do that.
Why not just wait for a couple of Colossi, wait to have your 4 or 5 Templar with Storm? Yeah. You're miles and miles ahead. He's going to be very frustrated about that loss.
Even if the entire army of 4GG was standing there, I'm not sure if he would really crush it. Yes, his upgrades were a lot better. Well, we got some instant replay stuff going on. Oh, that's really cool. I really love that positioning, by the way, because if he would have dropped without looking, and he would have dropped one by one in the middle line. Look at that hold, by the way, on the ramp. That's so sick. Actually, all those bio units would have almost died one by those Zealots that got warped in, but instead he dropped everything in between the buildings a little bit further in the base. I mean, really great play by 4GG on the moment, though. In those crisis situations, he did everything right, which is crazy. But in the start of the game, I would say that vipro almost did everything right.
Yeah, good moves by 4GG there at the end, and it's a good sign for your hair, Kev, as Millennium is always a threat when 4GG is alive. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with our next game. Probably going to see one of the Moreno brothers. Should be a lot of fun. Don't go anywhere.